What's good? Yeah, it's your boy Matt, your favorite CEO, fitness model, and content creator. Listen, man, you need to start fasting people in your life. You need to start fasting from people, right? In your life, you can't just fast food. You can't just fast screens and social media and TV and video games and smoking and all that stuff. That's great, right? And you should be fasting those things on a regular basis, right? But you need to learn how to also fast people. There are going to be people in your life who are going to try to drag you down. There are people that are going to be in your life that are going to say certain things to take you off course of your vision, right? Whether it be family, whether it be associates, whether it be friends, whether it be randoms. But you got to learn how to fast these people. If you are around someone all the time and their negative energy is rubbing off on you, you need to fast from them. Sometimes it might be a significant other. Sometimes it might be your parents. Sometimes it might be your siblings. Sometimes it might be your homeboy. Sometimes it might be just your circle. But you got to learn how to fast these individuals. And that's what I spend a lot of time doing and practicing is fasting certain people, fasting from being around certain people, fasting from being around certain conversations. Like there's certain conversations people have that bring that lower my vibe. So I don't spend time indulging in these conversations with these individuals. I fast from these people and I fast from these conversations. Right? If the conversation that we're having is not making me better and it's just BS and it's lowering my vibe, why would I constantly every single day indulge in these conversations? I'm not, right? I'm going to fast from it and I'm going to do the exact opposite, which is, focusing on my purpose, having conversations about leveling up, having conversations on how I can get better rather than focusing on somebody else's lifestyle. For example, there are certain people on this earth who their main focus is politics, maybe, right? Their main focus is, celebrities and drama and gossip and, reality TV, right? And I need you to understand something. When you're focusing on these low vibrational things, these things that bring down your vibe, they don't raise your vibe, then that becomes your vibration. That becomes who you are. That becomes what you think about on a habitual basis, right? As opposed to if you fast from these things and start focusing on things that's going to improve you, watching videos on how to improve your health, watching videos on how to improve your mental, watching videos on how to improve your spirit, right? And how to connect more with God and putting these things into practice, that's entirely different, right? But you need to learn how to fast certain type of people. You have to learn how to fast certain type of conversations. You have to learn how to, detox these things from your mind. You need to do a mental detox, a mental reset, right? Because when you do that mental reset, you get to start from, you get to start from scratch, right? You have an opportunity to clear your mind. You have an opportunity to clean out all the negativity that's in your mind. And you're able to, like I said, restart, refresh, refocus, on your purpose, refocus on bettering yourself. We spend so much time being around other people and not fasting other people. And we're around a certain type of energy that their habits start to become our habits. Their mindset starts to become our mindset. Their paradigm starts to become our paradigm, right? Their lifestyle starts to become ours. And if you're around someone all the time and you don't necessarily want to live their lifestyle, you might have to start refraining from being around those type of people. It's not personal. It's just the conversations that they have, the lifestyle that they live. It might not be in alignment with your best self. So you might have to take a step back. Doesn't mean cut them off completely. It might be family members, right? It might be people that you love dearly. But sometimes you got to take a step back and focus on you and be around you, be around other like-minded individuals that are in alignment with your best self. Hang around more successful people. Hang around people who's actually in shape, that's going to the gym and taking care of their health and that prioritize these things. If you hang around unhealthy people, you're going to develop their habits. You're going to become just like them. You're going to develop their mindset. If you hang around people who all they talk about is that I can't afford this or I'm broke and are talking in terms of lack, you're going to start developing their language. You're going to start talking like them. You're going to start developing their energy. You're going to start thinking like them. And then that's going to become your reality. As opposed to if you hang around successful people, people who always speak of greatness, people who speak highly of themselves to themselves, you're going to start developing those habits. Those are good habits to have, right? And when it comes to you, sometimes you might not be able to get around those people right now, right? You might not know those people personally, but watch videos, watch podcasts of successful individuals and listen to how they speak. Listen to how they communicate. Listen to how they articulate themselves. Listen to how they view themselves and how they talk about themselves and how they talk about, taking on certain opportunities. Their language and the way that they speak, the way that they talk about certain things, especially themselves, is a lot different than someone who is unsuccessful. That's why me, like, I watch a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I watch a lot of videos of successful individuals whom I've been following for years, right? And I know I always use this dude as an example. That's my guy, my G, Jeff Logan. I listen to his podcast every day. And I've been listening to his podcast a lot more within the past week, and I've been feeling better because my mind is in the right space. I'm focused on things that is going to elevate me rather than watching reality TV 24/7 and focusing on things that have nothing to do with me, getting emotionally involved in somebody else's drama when it has nothing to do with me. Rather than I could have been using that whole entire, people spend, months binge watching TV shows. And I did it. I did it during COVID. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I was perfect. I'm not, right? I watched 16, 17 seasons of Grey's Anatomy with my girlfriend. Could I during that time have utilized that time better? Absolutely. Would I do that now? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Speaking from a higher mind, a higher place. Like, I'm 23 years young now. At that time, I was 18, 19 years old. So I was doing things that it didn't seem bad to me, and I was aware of it. I just didn't nip it in the butt at the time. Now, I would never do something like that. I'm not binge watching a whole 16, 17 seasons of a TV show when each episode is an hour long. That's ridiculous. You know how long that is? And these are long seasons. Grey's Anatomy has like 20 plus episodes per season. So you mean to tell me I watch 16 seasons? I watch 300 hours, right, of TV shows? That's crazy, bro. That's a long time, right? But like I said, right now at this very moment, I learned how to separate myself from doing certain things that are not in alignment with my vision. I learned how to separate myself from certain people and fast certain people that were lowering my vibe, that were steering me in the wrong direction by being around them all the time. That's why it's best get around a new group of people, get around new energy, get around higher vibrational people, right? Get around more successful people, talk to some more people, or just fast the individuals that are not in alignment with your best self. There are certain people that are in your life now that might not be in your life 5 years from now, because 5 years from now, that higher version of you, those people are not in alignment with that. So they might have to get cut off. There are so many people that I went to high school with I don't talk to now. I had to cut them off because they still on that, 2K, drugs, women, alcohol, party. And that's it. That's all they know. Do you? No judgment. Nothing against you. I want nothing but love for you. I want nothing but for you to succeed. But I can't live that lifestyle. I can't move like that, right? If we're not talking about leveling up, if we're not talking about bettering ourselves and how we can improve, right? I don't want to be around you. I don't want to talk to you. That's not personal, right? Take it however you want to take it. I don't care. But I'm focused right now on leveling up. I'm focused right now on becoming the best version of me and living in that best self energy right now. That's why I've been making certain decisions that certain people in my life might not agree with. Has nothing to do with me. Don't care. Remember, when somebody forms an opinion about something that you're doing or the way that you live your life, remember, it's an opinion. That's their opinion. Their opinion, people's opinions, whether it's your parents, your significant other, your family members, your friends, their opinions don't dictate your life. Your actions dictate where you're going to go. So if they make an opinion on something and you accept it as your reality and you start taking action based off their opinion, that's on you. So when people give me their opinion, their BS opinion on something that they don't understand, something they have no knowledge of, I just say, okay, cool, thank you. And I keep moving how I want to move, right? I obviously keep an open mind because maybe their perspective makes sense. But if it doesn't, and it's not in alignment with my best self, I'm not moving like that. I'm going to just say thank you and keep moving how I want to move. You know what I mean? Because if you're not where I want to be, how can you tell me that this is the best path for me to get to that journey, to get to that path, to get to that destination? You can't, because you're not where I want to be. You're not living the lifestyle I want. You don't look like how I want to look. So doesn't mean that they don't know certain things. It's just you can't listen to everybody who gives you advice. Not everybody who gives you advice is giving you good advice. It's not. Sometimes people will give you advice and sabotage everything that you got going on. But it's really going to sabotage you if you accept their opinion as a fact. Right? But how do you, refrain from doing that? You got to detox from these individuals. You got to fast from being around certain people, especially people that are not in alignment with your best self, people that are bringing you down, people that you don't want to be around. I'm very to myself, but I'm also an outgoing individual. I know a lot of people. I'm cool with so many people. I'm a high vibrational person. So when I get around certain people, people's vibes get raised immediately because they're around me. And that's not me being cocky or arrogant. I'm a very likable person because of my energy, the way I communicate, the things that I say. Like, I'm a very likable person. I have that aura. I have that energy. And that's how I am around a lot of people, right? If you don't like me, I don't care. I'm not here for you to like me. But if you do like me, great. We cool. We good. You know what I'm saying? But I had to spend a lot of time fasting from certain people, bro. I'm telling you. Start fasting from people, bro. Fasting is not just, it's deeper than just, oh, I'm just not going to eat for a couple of days and nah, it's deeper than that, bro. You got to fast people. You can fast food, right? Certain types of foods. You can fast sweets. You can fast TV, and that's great. And you should be doing those things habitually. But you also need to learn how to fast people. Getting away from certain energy that's not in alignment with your best self. If that energy is agitating you and it's always a low vibe, low energy, get away from those people. Their energy is going to rub off on you. Their energy vampire. They're going to steal your energy. And then their negative energy is going to rub off on you. You know what I mean? Even fast. When I say fast people, bro, fast out here sleeping with all these chicks too. Sleeping with all these dudes. Right? Because the same way you could be around someone's energy. Just their vibe. You don't even have to touch them. You could just be in their presence. And it's low vibes. You guys are out here having sex with these type of individuals. And then you wondering why your energy's always low. You wonder why you ain't got no energy. You ain't got no aggression to go towards your goals, right? And the reason why these things happen is because when you have sex with someone, right? When you let someone enter you or you enter that individual, that's the biggest energy exchange that there is. I can dap you up and exchange energy with you. I feel it. When I dap certain people, I'm like, oh, their vibe is off. That's why I'm very like, I'm not trying to dap up everybody in the gym or everybody in the street. I don't really know you like that. I don't know what type of timing you're on. You could have a negative intention towards me and then you dap me up and now you transfer that energy to me. That's a whole nother video though, right? About energy exchanges. But when you have sex with someone, bro, you exchange past traumas with these people. You exchange energy with these individuals. So you got to pay attention to who you're letting touch you, who you're letting enter you, who you're entering, who you're touching. I'm telling you. Right? You got to fast from doing stuff like that too. You don't got to dap up everybody you see. You could, what's good, my G? What's up? Yo, I'ma holla at you. Yo, what's up, bro? Come in now. I'ma holla at you. Got to get to work. You know what I'm saying? Got content to record. Got to go to the gym. You don't got to dap up everybody. Especially if you know these people are low vibes, bro. Don't dap them up like, yo, I'ma holla at you, bro. What's good? Elbow. My G, you know what I'm saying? Elbow. You know, I be giving dudes the elbow. Like, yo, what's good, my boy? Yeah, my hands is a little wet. Be chatting. My hands ain't wet. I'm just like, yo, yeah, wash my hands out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't touch me. You know what I mean? But you got to fast from people, bro. I'm telling you. Fast from having sex with all these different energies. You know what I mean? Because I told you, sex is a big energy exchange. When you have sex with someone, you exchange energies with these individuals. And a lot of you are having sex with low vibrational people, people who have low vibes, people who are always angry, always upset, don't got nothing going on. And then you start taking on their energy after you have sex with them. You start being at a low vibe. You start taking on their habits. Right? I'm telling you, this is a real thing. This ain't no magic. This ain't nothing mystical. This is a real thing, right? If you can get affected by someone and get affected by their energy by just being around them and not even touching them, imagine if you were to let them enter you or enter them. Come on. That's a big energy exchange. So pay attention to who you're letting enter you, who you're entering, and pay attention to who you're touching and letting touch you. Pay attention to who you're being around. If you're around someone that's not raising your vibe, get away from them. Fast from them. Fast from your parents from time to time. Yo, where you going? I'm about to go do some work. I'm gonna see you later. Then just be out the whole day doing stuff that's gonna, help you and propel you in the right direction. Go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Go into nature. Go to the city, vibe out, go have dinner by yourself. Do certain things, like I said before, that ignite your enthusiasm, that make you better. Fast from doing things with people. Fast from being around people all the time. You don't have to, right? A lot of people that you love and that you care about might bring your vibe down, might steer you in the wrong direction. That's why it's cool to just separate. Your elevation requires your separation. I'm not saying just be isolated and for the rest of your life. No, you still got to be around people. You still got to network. You still got to chop it up. You know what I'm saying? You still got to communicate, obviously. But Your elevation requires your separation. So you need to start fasting people. You want to elevate, start fasting people. That's what I'm doing right now. I am fasting, being around certain people, being around certain types of energies, because right now my life is leveling up and I'm leveling up, right? I'm not going to speak on it, but my life is changing in a very positive way right now. And I can't be around certain energy because that's just going to bring me down. You know what I mean? So start fasting people, start fasting being around people, start fasting letting people touch you, enter you, you entering them. Fast that. Start fasting people. Your boy, Matt Rodriguez. Like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. I got some bangers on the way. It's going to be a beautiful and amazing week. You know what I'm saying? We halfway done with the year. Let's attack the rest of this year, baby. Love y'all. I'm out.